Welcome back, everybody. It's grammar time with Mrs. Clevenger again, and you know what that means. Grab your ELA notebook and your pencil and get ready to take some more grammar notes. You should have already watched Context Clues video number 1 yesterday and taken notes. Now we're going to continue learning and practicing using our 5 different types of context clues. So grab that notebook and your pencil and get ready. Here we go. Let's search for word meanings using context clues. Now I'm going to do my best to pronounce these words correctly. Here we go. Amy has altophobia. You will never find her at the top of a mountain. Altophobia. What do you think altophobia means? Well, let's look for some clues. It says, you will never find her at the top of a mountain. And I know that when you're at the top of the mountain, that's high. And the word phobia means fear. So if I had to make a guess or an inference, I would say that altophobia is the fear of heights. How did you use context clues to help you determine the meaning? Note, different people may use different clues. For example, I know that the word phobia means a fear. And I know that, when you're on the mountain, top of a mountain, you're up high. So I put those clues together and I can make the inference that altophobia means fear of heights. So remember, we use our context clues like definition, synonym, antonym, inference, and example to help us figure out what unknown words mean. Here's another example. It is somewhat surprising that Krista has mopephobia. After all, she loves butterflies. Mopephobia. Once again, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing these words correctly. Well, I know that phobia, once again, means fear. But then it says she loves butterflies. And I know that butterflies is a kind of an insect. Okay, and mopephobia. The beginning of the word kind of looks like a moth, maybe. And I can put these clues together, my context clues, to help me figure out, what do I think mopephobia means? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What do you think it means? It means the fear of moths. Do you have mopephobia? How did you use your context clues to help you determine the meaning? Well, I looked at the clues in the text, right? To try to figure out what the unknown word means. Here's another example. Jamie has I think this one's amaxophobia. Amaxophobia. He has a fear of riding in cars. Amaxophobia. What do you think amaxophobia means? You guessed it. It's the fear of riding in cars. Hope he likes to walk or ride his bike. How did you use context clues to help you determine the meaning? Well, this one was an easy one because it was an example of the definition context clues, where the author states the word and then gives the definition of the word. Here's another example. My sister will not go to the circus. She has calrophobia. When she sees a person with white makeup, a big red nose, crazy hair, and gigantic feet, she is frightened beyond belief. Coulrophobia. What do you think that means? Let's look at our context clues. She doesn't want to go to a circus. There's a clue. She has some kind of fear, because we know phobia means fear. When she sees a person with white makeup, a big red nose, crazy hair, and gigantic feet, she is frightened beyond belief. So this one's giving us clues, and we have to use our prior knowledge to figure out why she doesn't want to go to the circus. Have you guys figured out what coulrophobia means? You're right. It's the fear of clowns. And by the way, me and Mrs. Boatwright have this fear. How did you use context clues to help you determine the meaning? Well, I went back and I read the text and I was looking for my clues, context clues, and I know that she doesn't want to go to a circus. And I think about what I know about circus, my prior knowledge, my schema. And she's describing a person with white makeup, a big red nose, crazy hair, gigantic feet that hangs out at circuses. Sounds like a clown to me. So you're using inference, right? Your prior knowledge to help you figure out the meaning of this unknown word. Let's do another one. Brandon is totally different than his brother Alex. He loves anything spooky, like ghosts, witches, and zombies. But Brandon has Samhainophobia. He won't even go trick-or-treating. Samhainophobia. What does that mean? Let's look for our clues in the text. It says that he's different than his brother Alex. And Alex loves spooky things like ghosts, witches, and zombies. That means if he's different than his brother, then that means Brandon doesn't like spooky things like ghosts, witches, and zombies. So much so that he won't even go trick-or-treating. So we put all those clues together from the text to try to figure out what the word Samhainophobia means. Did you guess it? It is the fear of Halloween. Can you imagine having this phobia? I love Halloween. It's so fun to dress up and eat lots of candy. It's like my favorite thing in the whole world. How did you use context clues to help you determine the meaning? Well, this one was using the example of the antonym, right? Or the contrast clue. It gave us the opposite. It told us that Brandon is different than his brother. Therefore, if Alex loves these spooky things and Brandon is different than him, that means he doesn't like those things. So it was giving us clues using antonyms or contrast to help us figure out what Samhainophobia, I hope I'm saying it correctly, actually means. Oh, here's another one. Melissa has Melissophobia. Sounds like she's scared of herself, huh? It started when she was a kindergartner and she was stung 10 times when she was walking home from school. Melissophobia. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. What do you think that means? Well, read the text again and look for some clues. Even though it looks kind of like her name, we know she's not scared of Melissa's, right? She's not scared of herself. That's silly. But it gives us some clues, right? She was stung 10 times when she was walking home from school. It's giving us an example. Well, let's use our prior knowledge and make an inference. What is something that would sting you? Did you guess it? This is the fear of bees. Do you have this phobia? A lot of people do. Mrs. Hernandez loves bees, so she does not have this fear. How did you use context clues to help you determine the meaning? Once again, we know that phobia means fear. It started when she was in kindergarten because when she was walking home from school, she was stung 10 times. And we know by making an inference, gave us an example, we use our inference, our prior knowledge, and we know that something that stings you is a bee. So then we can make the conclusion that melissophobia probably means the fear of bees. We're going to stop right there. So here's we basically practiced using our context clues to figure out the meaning of unknown words. I want you to continue practicing your 5 types of context clues doing your grammar practice slides. I'll see you soon, everybody. If you need to go back and pause and rewatch, feel free to do so. Bye, everybody. See you soon.